gonna get confusing now. There used to be just one Dallas in my stories, now there's two. Dallas got me some donuts, so I'm gonna be eating my breakfast while I play the recording of the phone call to James Harrell of Tillamook, Oregon. Oh, that ain't it. Let me see. Alright, so we're calling James Harrell. He's a sergeant here. Oh, wrong phone. Alright, James Harrell, Tillamook Police Department. We'll try this number. Office 003 842 2522.
You have reached the Tillamook City Police Department. If this is an emergency, hang up and dial 911. If you need to talk to an officer right now, hang up and call 503-815-1911. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. Please stay on the line to be connected to the police department.
Tillamook City Police?
Hello, my name is Sean Schwartz, and I'm trying to get a hold of Sergeant James Harrell.
I'm sorry, he's off duty right now. I'm sorry, what was your last name, Sean?
Schwartz? When does he come back on?
One moment.
Yes, ma'am.
And more regarding?
Yes, ma'am. I gotta turn in some crimes, and there's a lot of your officers that have shown themselves to be not trustworthy, and
Turn in some crimes?
I need to turn in a lot of crimes. That includes neglect by officers. I'm an at-risk adult who's out here being abused, and this can't be happening. So I'd like to talk to... Go ahead.
Sergeant Harrell?
Sergeant Harrell.
Until Thursday night?
Thursday night? Alright, well,
Thursday night.
in that case, there's a few witnesses to some situations. I'm going to try to get a hold of them. I'm a male, so people don't take it seriously when a male's being abused. But
Can I get your last name, please?
Schwartz,
How do you spell that?
Schwartz.
And your phone number, Sean?
It is...
I will leave Sergeant Harrell an email and have him give you a call, okay?
Alright, thank you, ma'am. Alright, so we're calling James Harrell. He's a sergeant here. Played over, yep. The way that Harrell spoke with me and the fact that he didn't really severely fuck up, like he talked to me right after I woke up. So, yeah, that was a bit different. And he was gentlemanly enough to let me start recording. All of the cops here have allowed me that. When I tell them I'm going to start recording first, well, they usually keep on talking, but they allow me to start the recording. That was not allowed by many other officers. in other places. So at least I'm glad that they'll allow me to record the situation. But also, you look at their training. I am an at-risk adult, and there are reasons why. Now, instead of victimizing me over your ignorance, maybe you should learn something. See, it's not autism that is the issue here. It is your assumptions of autism. And of course, PTSD and long-term abuse. That lady, she didn't just assume that because I was going to try to get a hold of somebody else that I wasn't still going to try to get a hold of James. She still made sure to send the message in through to James. I don't know who that lady is. I don't know her name, but I'm thankful she did that. I'm thankful that she didn't try to start an argument, or when I told her that there was some police officers who had not done their jobs properly or at all. You know, James is actually one of them, but given the circumstances and the situation, and of course the fact that I just woke up, so my communication was not the best, I think he did all right. As far as the abuse against an at-risk adult, the guy that I had given a good report on to James Harrell, I'd given a good report card for that other feller over the first instance with Molly. But the thing is that it needed to be cut off before it took such a serious turn. I mean, when it got to the point where I was being victimized for helping somebody, and that started the very first day. As soon as Molly realized that all of Tom's stuff was next to my vehicle, she started in on her shit. Also, I'm not the only person that she tried dumping that rotten meat on. Like, no, I don't want rotten meat. She put a whole bunch of garbage and rotten meat next to my car, and then she tried playing it off like I wanted the bottles. No, I didn't fucking want the bottles. You were told to get the fuck away from me. When I say no, no means fucking no. And that's the one thing through all of this that none of you wanted to fucking pay attention to. You think that your boundaries should be followed, but you don't give a shit about my boundaries. You think that your rights should be assured, but you don't think that I should have rights. You think that somebody should help you when you ask, but you're not willing to help somebody else. You want them to help you how you asked, but you're not going to help anybody else how they need. When somebody says they just need your voice, they need your voice. They need you to speak up. Yes, there is more to it than just, it's not like The Little Mermaid where it's, oh, I'll trade your voice for having a beautiful body or some crap like that. I'll give you legs if you give me your voice. Yeah, it's not some fucking crazy shit like that. It's, I need you to fucking speak up. Not in 6 months from now, not in 6 years from now. The longer it takes you to speak up, the longer I have to take the abuse, because I do have to be afraid to go to law enforcement. This situation with Molly has gone on long enough, and it has been going and ongoing, not just because of the cops, but also because of Tom. Tom needed to tell the cops what's up. When he was telling me that he was afraid for his life because of Molly, well, I can understand that. She's threatening to kill me, and she's fucking throwing it at you. And that's the thing where Tom screwed up. That's where Molly screwed up. That's where all these people screwed up. Is that they wanted to victimize me, and I recorded it. Some of them, you know, I can understand the situation with Tom. I really can. I can put myself in his shoes. But I'm not Tom. Tom is aware that Molly is a dangerous person and that she is obviously off of her fucking rocker. It's pretty obvious she's not actually delusional, as far as she doesn't actually think she was a part of the FBI or the CIA. She's trying to one-up the next person's story. But she's put my life at risk and my evidence at risk. Between those two, I'd rather lose my life than my evidence. Good to be rid of you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and no victim left behind.